What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Alright, today we're going to talk about Sigmarus, the water phoenix. I know some people are waiting for some other monsters, but I'm almost positive Sig isn't going to get a buff anytime soon. And we don't want to be making videos over and over again. Now, I already have to redo one of my videos that I noticed so far. So, because of buffs and stuff like that. So anyway, we're going to talk about Sigmarus today. Let's go over what he gets first, alright? So when he's awakened, he gets 15% more crit rate. He has a leader ability, increases hit points of ally monsters in dungeons by 44%. Attacks all enemies with an exploding ice volcano, inflicting damage based on their hit points, and decreasing their attack power for 2 turns, alright? Attacks with an extreme chill and freezes the enemy for 1 turn if you get a critical hit. Alright. And then the next one is attacks the enemy with a mysterious energy and stuns them for 1 turn with an 18% chance. Alright. So, where can Sig be used? What's so great about him? All that stuff. Alright. He's kind of slow, and he's a little bit on the squishy side for a 6-star. But where it makes up for it is his attack power. He has the highest attack power as a 6-star. I'm sorry, wait. From all water monsters. Highest attack power, 988. There is no water monster higher than him. I believe he has the 4th highest attack power in the game. Okay? The only other ones beating him are the Phoenixes, being the Wind Phoenix #1, and 2 and 3 is between light and dark. I'm not sure which one is higher, light or dark. So, let's say you're one of the lucky ones and you summon Sigmarus. Now, whatever you want to consider it, lucky, unlucky, he's a fusion monster. I summoned him. You know what? I really don't regret summoning him, because he was my first 5-star, and he was my second 6-star. And honestly, for you to fuse your first fusion monster that you're going to make, it could probably take you anywhere from a month to a month and a half just to gather all the materials and make it, and then fuse the 5-star and awaken it and do everything. So it's a hassle. It's a very big hassle. It's a lot of work to fuse a monster. So if you're one of the lucky ones and you pulled him early on in the game, if you got lucky and you can raise his crit rate, now it's not very hard to get his crit rate high. And if you can get his crit rate over 55% like I say, you can go Rage Blade. Now if you can't do Rage Blade, you can do Fatal Blade. Alright, some people suggest Despair Blade. I don't see what the point of Despair Blade is. Yeah, he has 1 AoE, but his regular attack stuns and his second attack freezes. So I kind of find it a waste. Now, if you're one of the lucky ones and you did pull him out of a scroll before you fused him and you want to make him a 6-star immediately, yeah, I suggest it, absolutely. He can farm to more 3 without a problem, and I'll show everybody that. Now, when you're going from mid to late, yeah, mid to late game, and you're farming some decent runes, I would suggest Rage Blade. Now, another build that you can do with him is Violent Blade. Violent Blade is perfectly fine with him. He's actually a very hard hitter. You can do Violent Will as well. So, because he's a little squishy, so sometimes if he gets attacked by a monster like Darien, for instance, and they weaken his defense right off the bat, he's going to die on the second hit. There's no way. If he doesn't have, like, will runes on him. So, I'll show you my Sigmarus' runes. You know, I was complaining about my Dragon's runs with Sigmarus, but I didn't realize I had this rune at plus 12, and I still have to max out this rune, and I've been trying to max them out today. I wasted a lot of mana trying to max out these runes, and it improved my Dragon's runs. Another good thing about Sigmarus is he's great for dungeons. He's an amazing monster for dungeons, for his 3rd skill. Alright. I use him in B10 Fire. I use him in B10 Dragons all the time. He's my go-to guy in those two dungeons. You can also use him in B10 Water. He does. Let me tell you something. I think he does a 300,000 hit with his third skill on B10 Water. I don't remember. I know, like on B7, he does around 110,000 hit. But you guys also have to remember, it's based on the enemy's hit points, and he has a very, very, very high hit points. So you got to remember that. Okay. So here are his runes. I have Rage Blade. I don't really have the Violent Blade runes at the moment. My second one was ruined Violent Blade, but I de-ruined my second one pretty much. Okay, here is overall stats. Very nice stats. I've been taking care of Sigmarus because Sigmarus is in my dragon farming team, so I have to take care of him. So we're going to show him. He can farm Hideni, and he can farm Timor, no problem. Timor 3. So let's show him in Timor 3. Let's take him out and make it a little fair, because I'm going to 6-star Akamamir, and I have to make a new video for him as well now. 2 monsters. Now that I thought about it, it's 2 videos I have to remake. Because now Theomars as well is getting a buff, so we have to talk about that as well. After they get the buff, we're going to talk about it. So you see, this was a little bit on the unlucky side because it's all wind. What do you call them? I forgot what you call them. What do you call these guys? I don't remember what you call them. Sandman? Sandman, yeah. Wind Sandman. But now we have the fire ones. So, I mean, if he ends up failing to more 3 and you don't have the runes that I have, it's probably because you ended up with a whole bunch of wind monsters in the very beginning and they're putting him to sleep. Wind Sandman. But other than that, there should be no reason for him to fail. As you can see, he's taking care of that boss. Like nothing. And none of these monsters have runes on them either. Other than Sigmarus. So can he do Phymon 1 Hell? You know what? I don't know. We're going to check right now. I really don't think so. But I have a decent set of runes on him. So we're going to check it right now. I don't think he'll do it. I'm going to refill anyway. I need to make mana. I'm very short on mana. So I don't like to keep myself under 500,000. I have under 100,000 mana. So I'm going to have to farm mana today. I don't think he's going to be able to do it though. Now if he does it, it's the runes, guys. I have a complete 6-star set on him. And his skills are maxed out. We're going to look at that in a second. Let me tell you something. I've spoken to, I'm not going to mention their name, Jubagel. I've spoken to him, and he told me he didn't put any Devilmon in his Sigmarus. And that's a no-no. Alright, so he did Phymon 1 Hell. Alright, he did it pretty good too. So he can farm Phymon 1 Hell. But, guys, I'm telling you right now, the reason why I tell you guys your first 6-star can't farm Phymon 1 Hell is because of runes. You need good runes for these monsters to do this stuff. I'm recently upgrading a lot of my runes. I'm doing a lot of farming and I'm doing a lot of upgrading. Okay? So, oops, wrong one. Alright, so you see, I also maxed out his skills. So this is on a 2-turn cooldown, which is huge. It's really good. And it's really good for Trial of Ascension. Okay, this is on a 4-turn cooldown. So it's amazing for Trial of Ascension. Alright. And I take Sigmarus all the time in Trial of Ascension, especially normal. He's on my speed team, just run right through everything. So now, here's the question, and I've seen posts on Reddit all the time. Should I fuse Sigmarus or should I fuse Veromos? Both are a good idea. The fusion materials for Sigmarus and Veromos don't contradict with each other at all. Okay? So to fuse Sigmarus, you need the Wind Ninetails, the Fire Joker, the Water Ninja, and the Water Martial Cat. To fuse Veromos, you need the Wind Vampire, the Fire Succubus, the Water Undyne, and the Dark Yeti. They don't contradict with each other. So, whosever materials you have first, and you want to make a fusion monster, and you want to make a fusion 5-star, if you're stuck and you can't get the Lizard Man or the Fire Beast Hunter, seriously, don't even wait. What's the point of waiting? Fuse Sigmarus. Great monster. Great all-around monster. Especially, I'm telling you, Trial of Ascension, B10 Dragons, B10 Fire, and you can use him in the arena. You know, I don't use him that much in arena. In Conqueror Arena, Conqueror 1, maybe Conqueror 2, yeah, you could use him. In Conqueror 3 and up, not really. You could, but not really. He's an all-around great monster, though, so I think everybody should have him. Makes my life easier in Dragons, and I'll show you now. Ever since I started upgrading his runes, you know, we'll do a quick Dragons run too. Even though I'm sure you guys are tired of seeing my Dragons runs, even though right now it kind of improved. All right. Watch, I'm gonna embarrass myself. I said he can't do 5-on-1, and he did it. And now he's not gonna. Then he's gonna die somewhere in the middle of my Dragons run. My luck. That's just my luck. I'm about to guarantee it. You know, and I want to max out slot 2 so badly. I think it'll improve my run so much more if I max out slot 2. So as you can see, he's one-shotting things on the way there. Well, they have weakened defense on them, though. But still, you're not going to find... The only thing better than Sigmarus and Dragons is the Water Chimera. Maybe the Water Sea Emperor. But I really, damage-wise, stuff like that, the Water Chimera, and that's about it. And I like the Water Chimera. I want a Water Chimera. I'd love to have a Water Chimera. But as a damage deal, for damage dealer wise, yeah. See, like, I can't believe I figured it out today. I had his runes, both his runes at plus 12, and it's an enormous difference now. Like, not huge, but it's good enough for me. I like it. It's a big difference. I don't think he would have even been able to do 5-on-1 that first time. So, I guess I sit here and I prove myself wrong on video all the time, huh? Embarrass myself and stuff. But Timor 3, he could do it without 6-star runes, guys. He could do it with 4 stars and better. I wonder how long this run is going to take. I hope I improved my speed on the runs. If I did, I got to max out that rune. I got to max out that rune quick. And a lot of people in Guardian still use Sigmarus, by the way. Don't Don't listen to some people that say he sucks. He doesn't suck. He's just not really a PvP type of monster. He's not an arena monster. That's the problem. That's the only thing. And he still, even if you do use him in arena, he still hits pretty hard. So it's like a hit or miss sometimes with him. Let's see the rune we got. Okay, you gotta go. Alright guys, I'll talk to everybody later.